address. This should be a relatively quick video today. I just have a little project that I thought I'd make a little video out of since this is my first time trying one of these. So this is an off-canvas project. If you're new to diamond painting, off-canvas is just referencing anything that's not directly on canvas material. So if you're working on something where you're drilling but it's on acrylic like this, or it's got a wood backing, or if you do one of those hanging pendant things, or like if you look in the reels on my channel, you'll see that I've done the pendants, I've done the standing acrylic images, I did a makeup bag, I did that owl clock thing a while back. So there's a whole bunch of ones that I've tried in the past, and those all count as off-canvas projects in the diamond painting lingo. So this is my first time trying one of these. I've seen them floating around for a while, but I didn't know if I really had a use for them before, but something came to mind. So this is a napkin holder, technically, that you would put normally I guess you would put paper napkins in them. I guess you could put like cloth reusable napkins in them. I am a cloth reusable napkin person in my household, but I already have like a container for those. But an idea came to me with these, since this is going to set up like a normal napkin holder you've seen either in your house or in a restaurant, that has this kind of divider thing. It's almost also like a smaller version of like, like a paper sorter almost. Sometimes when you have like file things you can put on your desk to hold larger things, sort of a smaller version of that, which gave me the idea of, I have a bunch of release, the release papers we use on diamond paintings when working on canvas projects. I have a whole bunch of those that I just tend to like stick in between mugs, or I have a bunch of these like older coffee mugs that I don't really use for drinks anymore. Whenever they tend to get a little bit more stained up than I like, or if they've got like chips in them or something like that, I started converting those to diamond pen holders around my workspace. So I tend to tuck, like we have a bunch of these, or you might have the white ones, or whatever your type of release paper you got around your space is. I've got them from a number of different places, and they start to pile up in between projects. So I tend to like stick them in between mugs, I stick them in between books, or whatever will hold them up. And I've had these in my watch lists, in my carts and stuff, because I figured they'd just be fun to try. But then I was like, what do I do once I'm done with them? But then it occurred to me that, yeah, these would probably work pretty well to stick my diamond painting release papers in, hopefully. So that's what this video is. We're going to try to put one of these together and see how well it works. I got this particular design on Amazon. I'll have to check. I don't know if it's still available. I ordered this a couple weeks ago, and it was pretty limited stock then. So I'll check around and see if it's still available. If it is, I'll link it down below, as I always do when I have a link for something. So the package it came in, there's not a lot to this package. It's basically just, you're going to diamond paint each of these sides. You're not going to do anything with the bottom other than put it together, which we'll do later once we have this all drilled up. So yeah, not a lot in the kit. It came with like the basic green boat toolkit thing that these all tend to come with, and then it has a little paper in here which explains how to diamond paint the thing and what was inside. So you see in the kit, it came with the green boat type basic kit with the wax, and then your diamond pack crystals, which you're going to want to pace yourself, because there is a whopping, I think, 5 crystal colors in this. So yeah, it shouldn't take too long to put this together, but we'll see how this turns out. So that's the little project I gave myself today, to see if I can make a little holder for my release papers. I probably shouldn't smack it together like that, since this is acrylic. We don't want to crack the thing before we've gotten anywhere. My experience with acrylic kits like this, whenever they come with the little, you know, click in things on the bottom, they're a little bit temperamental. I've done a number of these so far in the years I've been diamond painting, and it's really hard to find one that is perfectly crafted to where it just clicks together like a well sculpted Lego or something. Normally you have it one way or the other. It's the prongs are either too big to fit and you got to sand them down a little bit, or there's like a piece of plastic in there that's messing it up on this side, or if you do get it in there, maybe the prongs are actually a little too small, and then it's all weeble wobbly and it doesn't sit right. So yeah, see, already I'm seeing that this, well, I have to push it a little bit, but it does seem to be holding kind of. So what I was going to say is what I'll probably do with this, considering the kind of iffy luck I've had with these in the past, is I'll probably put a couple beads of like hot wax or something, like glue gun wax down in there, just to kind of hold that together a little bit nicer once this is all together. But yeah, that's the little project for today. I'm gonna drill these up real quick and then see what we think once they're all colored in, colored up, and then we're gonna put it together, which, as you saw me do just a second ago, really just involves clicking this in. There's no tools or anything you got to worry about. The one thing to remember with acrylic kits whenever you work with these is to, I'm probably not going to do it right now, but there is, I'll peel up a little bit so you can see. You have the plastic on this side, obviously, that you're going to pull up when you go to work on the kit part, but with acrylic kits, there's typically also a plastic backing on the other side, the non-drilled side, that you're going to want to pull up as well. Otherwise, if you leave it on there, it's going to look cloudy, which, I mean, you have the option of leaving it on there if you want that extra protection there. Just know that it'll be a little bit extra cloudy looking if you want to keep that on, but typically you want to remove that so that you get the most nice look for your project. So yeah, remember to take the extra backing off of that side. We'll do that in a minute. I'll go ahead and leave it on while I'm doing the drilling part. There's also typically, I'll take it off this one so you can see. There's typically on both sides these little plastic pieces that you want to peel up, and it does take a second to find like the edge to peel it off. So hopefully you've got a little bit of nail. I don't have great nails these days because you know, the autoimmune stuff, it snaps my nails really easily now. So even when I start to get good nails, they tend not to last very long because I'll get little cracks and stuff. But I do get a little bit of nail here and there that I can work with. So yeah, remember to take all that off, and you see how much clearer that looks once you take the protective coating off. So that should be pretty nice. All right, let me start drilling this up, and then we'll come back in a little bit and see what we think. All right, real quick, one itty bitty problem I've run into with this kit while I'm doing this. Do you guys see it? These hearts that make up all of this. See, I got one side of the hearts filled in, so you can see what it's supposed to look like. Pretty cute so far. But the issue I ran into is when I was looking at these, nearly every one of the hearts, let's see if I can get one picked up properly so you can see. Oh, dang it, these are kind of hard to pick up. Okay, let's see if it'll focus. I don't know if it's gonna, there we go. Okay, you see on the edge there? Let's see if I can get it there. There we go. Nearly every one of these hearts has a little tab there on the corner, either one side or the other, or on the tip there somewhere. All of these hearts have these little tabs from, you know, just the basic machine process of making them. When they're punched out on the system, they're leaving those little leftover tabs on these. Normally those are all polished off. This particular batch, nearly every one of the hearts has one of those tabs on them, but I already figured out how to fix that real quick. These sanding sticks I've mentioned in a few videos fixes that up real quick. Just with, let's see if I can get this on the camera. This is hard to do on the camera. So you just look for where the tab is, and then really it's only been taking like 2 or 3 drags across and the things have been popping off. So see, that one's all cleaned up. I can use that one now. The thicker ones, maybe 4 or 5 drags across the edge. But yeah, you just find the edge of that little tab. And I've been using the side that's slanted. Just go over that like you would buffing out a sharp edge on a nail. And boom, all cleaned up, ready to go. So yeah, just thought I'd mention that real quick if you get this, because I checked it a minute ago on Amazon and there is still a few of these in stock as of the time I'm filming this. So yeah, if you decide you want to get one, I will also link these sanding sticks down below just in case you may get a kit that has this tab issue. You may not. You may get a batch that all the hearts are perfectly fine, but in case you do, this is an easy way to fix them. I think when I got these, they were, I think like, I forget the total amount. I think there's like 50 sticks that come in a bag, and it was like $4 or $5. So yeah, not bad. But yeah, I'll link those down below and link this kit as well if you're interested in that. So this is coming together pretty quick. Just thought I'd mention that little tab issue real quick while I'm doing this. But yeah, come back in a little bit and I'll show you what this looks like all done up, because this is, yeah, like I said, there's only like 5 colors in this, so it's gonna be a pretty quick completion. So yeah, we'll come back in a minute, look at it all done, and then what was the other thing I needed to do with this? I need to put it together. I need to put the hot glue dots on the bottom just to secure it a little bit better. And then I remembered I needed to seal this. I think I forgot to mention that that's something I typically do with these. I mean, I typically seal all my diamond painting kits just for longevity, I guess. But especially if you do kits like this, bring it close to the camera so you can see, there's glue residue in between the sections that are going to be exposed. So it's always good to put a layer, not only for protection from dust or pet hair or anything like that, to seal it from that, but it's also nice to seal that just so you know you don't have contact with that sticky part on there in the long term. So yeah, forgot I need to do that as well. I'm gonna seal that up, and then also I need to do a quick wipe over the stones, because these drills are naturally, happens with a lot of the crystal kits, the drills are kind of dusty looking from just the machinery and stuff that gets on there. The machinery dust and packaging dust and all that needs to be cleaned off. So yeah, typically when I do that, I just use a little bit of a rag or a paper towel or something like that, and just a little like gentle general cleaner, and it comes right off. So yeah, that's where we're at with that. So yeah, we'll come back in a minute and see how this goes. All right, update. These are sealed. I cleaned them. I sealed them. The sealant is dry. I pulled the plastic off the back, so that's all clear now. Pulled the plastic off this. So now the next step is to put the glue dots on the bottom once I click it in place here, just to secure it, and then it should be good to go. So hang tight and we'll see how this works. I went to plug in my glue gun here, and I guess I haven't used this since Christmas because I just realized it's still got a gold stick of glitter glue in there. But I'm only planning on putting a little bit on the bottom just to secure that, extra secure that. It doesn't really feel like it needs it, but just in case, just to be safe, I thought I'd put a little bit in there. Yeah, only using a tiny bit, so I'm just gonna work with it. It's fine, we'll make it work. I just thought it was funny. I'm like, God, last time I pulled this thing out was Christmas? Dang. See, it worked out fine. Just a little bit of glue in the very bottom, in that little crevasse, I guess you would say was in there. It sits right in there, and yeah, it's going to be on the bottom, so it's not really going to be seen, but if it is seen, it's kind of fancy. And just like that, I got a release paper holder. So there you go. There is the cherry heart napkin holder, now release paper holder, that I'm going to go put in my workspace. So yeah, thanks for coming in. Thanks for stopping by, and we will talk soon. Bye guys.